Hello everyone, welcome to Soul Insights with Pathway to Peace. My name is Trish and I look forward to being with you here this evening. I'm just going to allow a moment for people to come on board. I can see we have a few people there already. Beautiful, everything appears to be up and running. Fantastic, wonderful. Okay, 6 p.m. Australian time, southern suburbs of Sydney in Australia. Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, I should say. Hello and welcome to everybody who is on board with me. Hello, Kylie and Roxana. How are you both? Thank you for coming on board. Where are you watching from, Kylie and Roxana? I'd love to know where you're watching me from. Where you live is what I mean by that, and also what site you're connecting. Are you connecting through the Spiritual Events Directory or through my Pathway to Peace page? Hello, LeGray. Let me know. So let me know where you reside, so where you're watching from, because I love to see where you all are located. Roxana is in Melbourne. LeGray is Queensland. Kylie is in Perth. Fantastic. Because we do get a lot of people here overseas. Yes, you're on Facebook, Roxana. Yep. But are you watching from Spiritual Events Directory page or from my business page, Pathway to Peace? I always like to know where people are coming in from. It's very, very helpful for me too. So, as I say, welcome everybody. I'm here this evening to say hello to you, bring you some insights. Andrea, thank you. Alicia. Andrea's in Melbourne, Spiritual Events Directory. Alicia McGuinness is from Cootamundra. Lola, Redlands in Queensland. And we have someone from Hawaii. How fantastic is that? Woohoo! That is great. I love our overseas community. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Let me see what's going on in here. I'm just doing a couple of checks. Beautiful. While we wait for a few, and then we'll get on with the evening together. Jody's on Pathway to Peace. Thank you, Jody. Okay, it's just coming through on my phone. And we have Timothy from Wisconsin in USA. Yahoo! Alrighty, so Marielle, I'm going to jot your name down. And do forgive me if I don't pronounce your names correctly. So I'm just jotting some names down to pull some cards for. And I'm also going to go, so Marielle, you're on my list to pull a card. And I would also like to go with Timothy, who has connected all the way in from USA. Timothy, stay on board with us. Just jotting a few names down. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, in the US. Beautiful. Okay, so now we also have a scammer. So see this person here somewhere, wherever they've gone to, this one here. Do not connect. Do not connect with this person. This person is a scammer and wants your money, and you'll never get anything for it except heartache. Please, if somebody can go in and block that person, because, oh no, hang on, I've got him. Okay, all blocked. Users blocked. So we have a scammer on board now, asking many of you to inbox for a message. Don't go there. All they want is your money. They're going to scam you, and they'll keep going till they get enough money out of you, and you will come out with a bank account that is depleted and down to zero, and you will not get a reading. So please do not connect with the scammers. Okay. All righty. This person here that I'm pointing to, do not answer. Do not answer. Okay. Hi, Casey. Hi, Lee. How are you? How are you all? All righty. Well, we might get on with some readings. Tonight is basically, and I know I said it last week, I really wasn't going to get in and talk about anything in particular. I hadn't been downloaded with anything from Spirit to approach or talk about or share with you. And I think it's just that it's that time of year. You know, we're all relaxing. Everybody's relaxing or trying to relax in some way, shape or form. And this is what we do need to do. So, you know, even though I'm sort of active in my business and I'm doing things in the background and so forth, I probably, you know, I'm having my rest period too. It's that time of year, you know, and many people are approaching this time of year in many different ways. So whatever way you're approaching it, I hope that you are well, and I hope that you're getting through any sticky mud that may be coming your way or that you feel that you are in. Just know that you are worthy, and that, you know, just keep putting one foot in front of the other, giving it your level best. And when something doesn't work, just move through it and move on and try another way, another train of thought, or put it aside for now. Come back to it later when you feel better, when you feel clearer, when you feel more grounded. Whatever way you can get through, you just get through and you just follow your heart in the way that you need to be doing things at the moment. Michelle Ann Savage is saying she's feeling very exhausted and lost. It's a lot to do with the time of year. It's a festive season all around the world. Energies are heavy. We've just been through the eclipses. We've been through a lot this year with, you know, the energies from one thing or another happening in the environment, with the COVID, also with, you know, the presidential elections in the US. And, you know, there's just so much going on. And we do, believe it or not, even if we just listen to catch up with what's happening, it does affect us in a way. And we just need to be able to know to shake it off. Just shake it off. You know, I believe that just listen to what you need to know, and what you don't need to know, don't be worrying about it. Okay, just do your best to be present with you and in your soul. Do what is best for you, because by doing what is best for you, the rest will come. It'll all work around you. But it's when we get heavily involved in energy and worrying about all sorts of things, it's sort of where we take ourselves, isn't it? Yep. LeGray's happy just to be on the earth, and so am I. I have to agree with that. Absolutely. To wake up each day, take that breath and know that I'm here to do another day is something that is absolutely fantastic feeling. And I hope that many of us can feel that. Yeah, so tonight I'm just going to do Colleen's sticky mud, yes, was at the cemetery ground, sunk or broke my ankle. Oh, Colleen, I'm sorry to hear that. Sticky mud, yes, was at the cemetery ground, sunk and broke my ankle the day before Christmas. I'm so sorry to hear that, Colleen. And I will send you lots of healing for your ankle, and I hope that it is not too long before you recuperate with that broken ankle. So knees up, Mother Brown, as the old saying goes. Take care of yourself. Only do what you need to be doing, and if anything else needs to be done, don't do it until you are able. Engage people around you to help you and look after yourself. Temmie Helen Scott is a newbie. Temmie, where are you watching from, Temmie, please? Let me know where you're watching from, Temmie. And stay tuned, Temmie, and I will pop you on the list. I'm actually just going to pull a few cards tonight. I'm just going to go intuitively with what the cards say. Angela Neal is saying that she is going through a messy awakening. I'd like to hear more from you, Angela, about what does that mean to you? What does awakening mean to you, and what is it that you're feeling is very messy in the energy of all that? Temmie is in Tweed Heads. All right, stay tuned, Temmie. I'll pull a card for you. Okay. I'm just going to see where the night takes me. I'm probably not going to stay here for the whole hour. I have virtually come in just to do a few readings, say hello to you all, be with you, and to let you know that unfortunately tonight is the last night that I'll be in here in SCD for a while. I'm going to have a little break, but I will be in here on Thursday evenings at 7:15, starting next week, I think it is, with a couple of other ladies. But I'm not going to be on here doing my own show. I'm going to be concentrating on doing my lives in my own page, Pathway to Peace. I really want to concentrate on Pathway to Peace for a while because I've been doing lots of things in other platforms, and hence why I stream this into my Pathway to Peace page so that I can be present there with people who are following my page. So if you'd like to hear more from me, if you'd like to be involved in my lives, in what I have to offer, what spirit downloads, in the nurturing and the encouragement and the insights, and if you'd also like to hear about, the programs and workshops and things that I'm doing, you'll need, yes, I will, LeGray, I absolutely will. I think I already put it in there. So what I'm going to be doing is working mainly from my Pathway to Peace page, and I'm really going to hit it hard. I'm really going to give it my best shot, as they say, because I need to put my energy in there because it has been a little bit lacking, and I just find that, there you go, just popping up the link to my business page for Pathway to Peace. So that's where you're going to find me. But as I say, I probably will be in my Pathway to Peace page on a Tuesday evening around 7 p.m. or so Australian Eastern Standard Time. That's a definite. And then maybe a couple of other times during the week. I'm just working out those times in amongst other things that I do for my business. But it'll definitely be, as of next week, which I think is the 5th of January, 7:30ish, somewhere around there. It'll be a bit later than I am in here on my Pathway to Peace business page. So if you'd like to keep up with me and still come in for, the downloads of information and healing and different things I'll be doing in there, you'll need to go over, if you haven't already, and you'll need to follow my page. Okay, invite your friends and family to... thank you, Rose. You'll have to follow me in there to see what's happening. And I really hope that you all, everybody on here tonight, if you're not already in there, get yourself over there. There's going to be lots of things happening. I'm going to be talking about young living oils that I have and offering you the opportunity to work with those oils with a program that I'm going to be offering, which is working with the essential oils and connecting with and learning about the chakras and the colors and implementing the colors, wearing colors and the colors of food and different things like that. So pop over in there. I have the 9 Houses program that I'll be doing. An 8-week program starts the 1st of February. So pop over there so you can hear about that. Lots of different things, and pop into my website as well, where you can make bookings for my programs and readings, but also watch my website and come in and join me. So you can see the links to join the programs and so forth. And I would also, before I get into the readings, just a couple more things, I would like you to join my newsletter, because in that newsletter that's going out in the next few days, I'll be talking about the offerings that I have and inviting you to join my community, giving you the links where you can go in and, join up for the programs and things. And one of the big programs that I'm doing is an accountability program, a 6-month program. And in that 6 months program, it will incorporate my 28-day soul program, but you'll do it over the period of 6 months, keeping you accountable, going through your to-do list, getting you going, getting you all fired up in the belly, and really creating the life that you desire. And that accountability course is something that you can delve deep into. And you'll have me for 6 months, personally, 6 months to go through it all with you. To nurture you, to, cheer you on, getting things done, getting going and living your dreams. And that program's worth over $5,000 for that 6 months. But when you sign up, it's only going to cost you just under $2,000. So rather than $5,500, I'm offering it to you for less than just under $2,000. And it's going to be a really, really good program. So if you really want to get into 2021, like everyone is telling me, this would be your program. So that's enough about me now. I've gone through everything I wanted to sort of let you know about, because it is my last evening in here. Angela Neal is saying something here. I'm just going to pull up now a few comments before we do some readings. Angela's saying she's finally realizing that she needs to release herself to her soul and be true to herself. She needs to stop making excuses. She needs to stop worrying about what other people think, that she is beautiful and she can be loved as her true self. Abso-goddamn-lutely, you are so correct in those thoughts. You are so correct. You know, coming to that realization is one of the best things, Angela, that you can do. But also what we need to do is not just make the statement, we need to action it. Because I find this is what, you know, many people, and Karen has recognized that through isolation as well. Oh, goody. Andrea Sheridan has joined my page. How fantastic. I'll just jot you on my list for readings. And LeGray has joined my page. I'm jotting you on my list for readings. Beautiful. Yeah, so just in reply to that, Angela, I am really, really chuffed that you have had this realization, but I'd be even more chuffed if you can tell me, do you have a plan? Are you going to take action to do this? Because if you haven't, this is what we need to get you to do. And this is something that the accountability program is about, is to get you going, get you actioning, doing it, you know, being present, being active, being alive, achieving your dreams and knowing you can have all that joy and peace and happiness, connecting with your soul, listening to your soul, moving through, decluttering and de-cleansing your spiritual, your emotional, and your environment that you live in, your material environment, in whatever ways need to be decluttered and where you're drawn to cleanse. You know, there's so much involved. So, you know, Angela, consider how you're going to do it and come on board if you think that that could be the place for you to be. And I'm sure you would love every single minute of it. And I just would say to everybody, you know, if you're having realizations, I congratulate you. But I'd like to hope that you are really looking at what you can do to achieve. Because it's like I've said to many people over the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I've even said it in here in my lives, that we're all talking about what a crap year 2020 has been worldwide for everybody, okay, for everyone. And we're all saying 2021, it better be a better year than what this one's been. But what does that better year mean? It has to, you really got to start looking at what that means to you personally, how you can make that 2021 much more palatable, much more happier, much more achievable in doing what you want to do, where you want to be, who you want to be, and so on. Because as I've said many times, on the stroke of midnight on the 1st of January 2021, if you don't start actioning, and we really should be doing it now, not waiting till then, but when we're talking in this context of everyone talking about 2021, they just think the clock will strike 12 midnight. Here we are, 1st of January, and the whole thing is going to change. Well, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it's not. There will be changes on energetic levels worldwide, different ways, okay? Of course there will be, environmentally, materially, for the world, for the planet Earth, for us as people, for the animals, the flowers, the forest, the fauna, the insects, everything. Of course there will be. But your year, your day, your moments, your minutes and your seconds, day and night, can only be much more palatable and much happier and more joy if you actually do the work. So if you're expecting that when the clock ticks over at midnight that it's all going to be huge, it's all going to be wonderful, if you're not doing the work, it's not going to be. And I have to say that to you. It can't be any other way. You know, if you're not going to be active in making your changes, in creating your own life, telling your story, connecting with your soul and hearing and listening to your truth and actioning on it, nothing's going to change. So I really implore you to make these changes, to do something to do that. If I'm not the one to do that for you through my programs, perhaps there are other people that you are drawn to. But please, you know, really delve deep, really get into it. You know, Rose is saying that 2020 has been very eye-opening, you know, and absolutely it has on many levels, you know. Stay tuned, Rose. I'll pull a card for you. You know, it has been eye-opening. It's been eye-opening for me on many levels as well, about who I am, how I connect with myself, how I connect in the world, how I connect with my family, my friends and colleagues and all this sort of thing, how I connect with what I offer, for example, my community in here, community in general for my work that I offer, my services, my programs, my mentoring, my support, my love, my healing energy waves and so on. But you know what? If I'm not doing the work, I can't offer that. I've got to work on me constantly, and that's okay. But so long as you know you are a constant work in process. And yes, Kylie, it's been a productive year and you're grateful. That's good. And a productive year can be something as simple as having connected with yourself in the spaces and the energy that's been presented to you and changing how you think. There's so many ways that you could have been productive this year. Some people have, some people haven't. Kylie, done. I love watching and learning. Come on board and learn and watch with me. But the watching you will be doing is watching yourself grow, Kylie. That's what we do when we do our, you know, when we do our learning, when we hear what other people can offer us to help us to think in a different space, think in a different way. We then start to watch ourselves and we reflect and we see ourselves and we see how we can think differently, act differently, be involved differently. So, yeah, come on board, Kylie, please. Natasha is saying that she is the worst at relationships. She thinks she's learned something, then I get caught up in emotions again. Natasha, what I will say to that, Natasha, where are you watching from? Don't forget, everybody, pop in where you're watching from. So where you live, you know, if you're in America, England, Australia, you know, because I love to see where people are coming from, because I get a lot of overseas people as well. And I really love it because it lifts the energy in here, because we know we're reaching lots and lots of people. Natasha is in Perth. Beautiful. Natasha is the worst at relationships, thinks she's learned something, then she gets caught up in emotions again. And that can be associated with fear. Oh, Tennessee. Cassidy is in Tennessee. Fantastic, Cassidy. All right. All righty. And we have Vicky from Atlanta. All right. Well, I've got a few names down now, so I'm going to pull some cards soon. So everyone stay on board if you want to hear. If you want to hear. Now, just having a look to see whether comments are collecting over here. Alrighty, we've got Lyndon Dryberg on Pathway to Peace page. Hello, Lyndon. How are you, darling? So, as I say, that can be associated with fear of letting go, because when things become familiar to us, if we let it go, we don't know what we're going to do next, because we're changing things. We don't know what we're going to fill our air, our thoughts and our day with. So just know that you are constantly learning something, and yes, then you get caught up in the emotions, and that, as I say, can be to do with fear of letting go. And if you let go where you're at now, it's, well, if I let it go, I don't know what I'm going to do next, where I'm going to go, how I'm going to survive. Okay, that would be where the soul program, the accountability program and so forth would also nurture you as well. But in general, just saying, in response to that fear is the catalyst there. So we need to get past the fear. All right. So now I'm going to just draw a few cards for people. And just remember that I can't get to everybody. I've written a few names down. So before I start reading, for those I don't get to, I'm sorry. Hello, Donna. How are you? Hope you're well, my love. Donna and I went to high school together. How cool is that? I love seeing my school friends on here as well. So I hope you're well, Donna. Good to see you here. So as I say, I can't get to everybody for readings. I wish I could. There's not enough time in here for that. But if anybody would like to have a reading with me, you can go into my website and you can organise your booking, your payment. Then when that comes through, I come back to you via email. We make contact and we organise a time for your reading, okay? Because we have people overseas and so forth that I read for as well. So I like to chat with you and we organise a time that suits me here on my time, Australian Eastern Standard Time, and in conjunction with your time if you are overseas or even interstate, okay? We have Maria Lafara from Kalakalos Holistic Centre in Greece. Hello, Maria. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So again, remember, everybody, get over to my Pathway to Peace page. Like it, follow it, join it, share it with your friends, share it with your family. Get over there because that's where I'm going to be. That's where I'm going to be. Alrighty, so Marielle, there you are. I was just about to say, are you still there? She is. So Marielle, I'm going to draw a card for you now, my love. So stay tuned. After Marielle, I have Timothy Gardner. Then I have Tammy Helen Scott. Then I have Angela Neal. I have Cassidy in as well. Then I have Andrea. Then I have LeGray. I have Rose Kearney. I have Kylie Naylan. And I have Vicky from Atlanta. So if you want your reading, you'll just hang in there if you could as we go down the list. So whoever I'm reading for, I'm going to try and pop your name up. So if you've heard your name read out, pop in that you're still here so I can see you, and I'll pop your name on the screen so that you know that it is your turn. So Marielle, I'm going to pull a card. Cassidy, you are welcome. I'm just going to mark you on my list. Cassidy has said she's still there. I'll tick you on my list. Marielle. Alrighty, your card is Marielle. Okay, your card is 8 of Water, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful and spiritual and emotional growth. This is your card. It's probably going to be a bit hard to see on the screen, and Angela is still there as well. Okie dokes, Angela. Tick you off as well. Kylie, beautiful. Bit hard to see because of all the blue, but if you can see a figure in the background there in amongst all that blue, and you can see all the beautiful cups as well. But you are actually a mermaid. If you look here, this is part of your mermaid body. So this is you in the back, the mermaid, and you are in the background. Try and bring yourself, Andrea, you're here, beautiful. Try and bring yourself forward. Please bring yourself forward. Rose is still here. Okay, don't stand in the background for much longer, because standing in the background is not going to take you too far, and you really want to move. So Marielle, you've got to make your move. You've got all the cups there. You're emotionally stopping yourself, I feel. When I looked at that card and I had to stop and think, it's like, I'm feeling you stopping and thinking and going, will I? And I'm encouraging you to, yes, you will. You've got a lot of learning to do ahead of you, and this learning is going to be something that's just going to open your soul. It's going to blow your mind as to where it's going to take you and how it's going to make you reach your joy. So I encourage you to do that. Use this water. Use this water. Okay? All right. For those who are just coming on, I do have a few names on the list already. So I'm probably not going to be able to get to everybody. I would like if Scott or Timothy Gardner, let me know if you're still there. And I'm going to now draw a card for, sorry, I've just lost my cards. I've got cards everywhere here now. Okay. Andrea, I'm going to draw a card for you, my love. Timothy Gardner still there. Fantastic. Timothy, okie dokie. Andrea, going to draw a card for you, my love. You're very welcome, Marielle. I hope that helps you. Yep, Timothy, I've got you ticked off. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hello, and Dwyer, how are you? My lovely friend, how are you? Alrighty, so we're going to draw a card for Andrea. Andrea, you've got the travel card, journey, path, and location. What's the plan? If you haven't got the plan together, you better get going. I know that with the world, the way it is, travel is not easy. But, oh, Tammy Helen Scott is still there. Beautiful. Thank you, Tammy. This is about your learning and your emotional side. This is not about going anywhere on a plane, a train, a mobile, automobile, or a ship or anything, even though you can see those in there. This is all about your learning and your movement and coming into your own space. Okay. Hello, Anne. This is about coming into your own space. Okay. This is about getting moving because you have been stagnant. Okay. I also feel that there is a movement of, I'm not sure if it's house or job as well, the location. So you're not staying where you are. You're going to be exposing yourself to more opportunities work-wise. So grab them, but make sure you check the contract. If you're not already looking, you will be. But the contract for what you want to do needs to be checked. Okay, you need to dot your I's and cross your T's for whatever it is that you're going to go into, because that's very important. Because if you don't, you may trip yourself up. Okay, you may trip yourself up, and we don't want that. But you also need to be starting to be very clear and concise about what you want in life and how you're going to get there, because you have been procrastinating way too much. So you need to come out of that procrastination, and some of that procrastination is fear, and stepping into that fear and going into your courage is going to get you there. What you need to know at this point of time is that you can achieve, you can do it. You can make this fantastic life that you keep dreaming about. That's part of the plan. So get your to-do list going and tick it off. Find your priority of what you need to do to get there, because you're still a little bit muddled up with that. All right, I'll leave that there because we have a few other people. Okay, thank you, Andrea. Now, Timothy, we'll go with Timothy next. And Timothy, I'm going to draw you a soul card from the soul deck. Okay. Tammy is still there. And I think Tammy might be watching on my Pathway to Peace page, which is cool. You're very welcome, Andrea. So also, if anybody would like to have a quick chat with me, a little free consultation, send me a private message through my Pathway to Peace page, and we'll organise a 10 or 15-minute session to see, you know, what the journey is that you want to step into and go on with, you know, whatever it is that you're feeling on one of the programs or services. So send me a private message and I'll be in contact with you and organise a time. Timothy, your card is passion. I passionately accept and love myself. You've done a lot of work. You're coming a long way, Timothy. Okay, you've had a lot of heartache in the past, but you're gradually getting through that and you're becoming this beautiful flower. You are expanding. Yes, by all means, Cassidy, thank you. You're expanding, okay? But you've had to learn to love yourself. You've had to learn to accept yourself. You've had a lot go on in your life up until now, and a lot of it, you know, from your younger years, growing up, being a teenage man, okay, coming into, you know, they call it manhood, but it's just part of growing up. It's just part of being who you are and becoming who you are. But a lot of people took that away from you. You felt disempowered a lot of the time, but you've actually grabbed your power back. You're standing empowered in your own space, in your own stance now. And this is why this flower has come to you and showing you the passion, because you are actually blooming. And Spirit commends you for the work that you are doing, for the honesty that you've given yourself. And it's also showing and saying that you've stood up to a lot of people. Okay, you've stood up to a lot of people. So keep the good work going, Timothy. I hope that makes sense to you. Now, the other thing that I always say to people, if a message doesn't make sense, you don't quite understand it, and you think, oh, she's talking gobbledygook or whatever, don't even worry about it. Just move past it, move through it. And at some stage, whether it be tonight, tomorrow, in 6 months' time, or even a couple of years, whenever, somewhere along the line, the words of the messages that are delivered will make sense to you. Because sometimes we're looking for another answer, and the answers that you're getting, the information you're getting in this moment is really what you do need to hear, because sometimes we don't want to hear it. And, Yeah, that can be a bit awkward too. Okay, who else have we got? Alrighty, I'm just going to read the names. So that was Timothy, and we've done Timothy, and Tammy was still here. I think she said Tammy Helen Scott. Here she is. She's still here. And I'm going to draw one for you from the same deck as well, Tammy. Okay. All right. And then I'll be reading after Tammy. I'll be reading for Andrea Sheridan if she's still here. And I think LeGray was also on here still as well from memory. We just got to find it. There's so many comments tonight. It's great. Thank you. All right, Tammy, your card is, Tammy, surrender. All is well. I surrender to my inner guidance. Okay? You need to stop. You just need to stop. That's what this card is saying. All right, LeGray, we'll be doing you next, my love. You need to stop. Stop punishing yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself. See how you're sitting in the water, but you're looking to the stars? You're doing that half swimming, half I'm okay business, okay? I feel that you are actually swimming a lot in your dreams, so you're floundering. If you're not actually in water, you're floundering, okay? So what I mean by that floundering is, you know, you're dreaming, you're going over and over where you're at in life, and you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling scared, and it's almost like you're feeling like you're being treated cruelly. And we want you to stop doing that. Stand up in that water and be brave. You've got to be brave, okay? You're just way too hard on yourself. Give it up. Surrender, as the card says. Give it up. Stop. Take stock of where you are at this moment and what it is that your soul needs for you to be loved and nurtured. Forget everybody else in the equation because you're giving it all away. You're too busy with others, with other things. You're not looking after yourself. Give it up. Start making your own personal decisions. Stand in your own right. Because if you don't start standing in your own right, this is just going to keep rolling, and it's just going to become bigger than Ben-Hur because it's already coming to a point where you don't know how to handle it. You don't know what to do, and that's because you won't make a decision. Once you start making the decisions that are the best thing for you, things will change and you will feel a lot more calmer, and you're going to achieve so many more things in your personal life and in your working life. The other thing that they're also saying is you need to check in on your finances. I know it's been Christmas time, but they're saying that sometimes you just spend way too much and you also put a lot of worrying energy into that as well. You need to come up with a budget and you need to start sticking to it. Okay? All righty. Now, we also have LeGray, who is quite often on here as well. Thank you, LeGray. And I think that your card, LeGray, is going to come from this other deck, from Osho's deck. Just give them a quick shuffle, LeGray. So after LeGray, if Andrea is there, Andrea Sheridan, I think it was her name. You're very welcome, Tammy. Let me know if you're still there. If not, I'll go to Rose Kearney. If Rose is still there, or Vicky from Atlanta. And we've got Kylie. Okay. All right. So we might do Kylie because she did say she was there. So after LeGray, we will do Kylie Nayland. LeGray, your card from this beautiful Osho deck is the creator. You are the creator of your own self. And this shows in this card. Look at the beautiful light in your solar plexus. It is absolutely glowing. You are showing as doing a lot of internal work. You are doing a lot of looking deep. Okay, Rose? A lot of looking deep. Keep going. Keep walking forward. Keep doing it. Okay, guys? Kylie's still there as well. So we'll be doing Kylie, then we'll do Rose. We're getting back to LeGray. Beautiful. And Vicky from Atlanta is still here. Beautiful. Okay, so have a look at the light that's glowing in there. But that light wasn't always glowing. Make sure you don't let that light go out. Make sure you get into the gut, into the inner knowing, and you really, really listen. It's also coming down into the sacral as well, the Sacral Chakra, which is tribal. It's our connection with our community, with family, with siblings, with friends, the people we hang out with. It's all about our sexuality as well. It is about sex. It is about intercourse with our partners, but it's also our sexuality. as to who we are, who we present ourselves to be. You need to start honouring that. You've had times where you've been a little bit mixed up, not too sure about most things, but you've been working on it a lot, LeGray, and this is what they're saying. And this is why that light is really shining within you. But I need to tell you, don't let that light go out. Don't let anyone, they say, put your flame out. So don't let them go to your candle and grab your flame and put it out, because that has happened before and it's taken you a lot of work to get back to this space. All right, I hope that makes sense to you, LeGray. Okay, Vicky from Atlanta. We're going to go over to Vicky. And I'm going to draw a card from the same deck for you, Vicky. Okay, Vicky from Atlanta. Thank you for joining me from across the oceans. It's wonderful. What time of day is it there, Vicky, please? You're welcome, LeGray. Look forward to seeing you over there in Pathway to Peace and coming on board. Vicky, what time in Atlanta is it? Would love to know. And this also helps me scheduling my shows because I like to capture everybody where I can. So, Vicky, oh, adventure. You're really looking into your inner child, aren't you? Excuse me. Wow, the throat chakra is affected there. Okay. Inner child, you are really looking back in past memories. And you did have some adventures as a child and you want to go there again. Your inner child has been, they're saying it has been squashed at times. And you really want to bring that inner child. You really want that playfulness to come in. Look at all the beautiful colors, that rainbow, those rays that are coming in. It's almost like my diffuser that changes colors here, and I hope it's still changing. Yes, it is. If you can see, it's going blue now. I'll just point to it so you can see. Look at all these beautiful colors that you can bring in. And this is what you're looking for, but you're standing there. If you can see yourself, you look like you're on the edge, you know, of the rock face, looking in. It's almost like this is a waterfall, actually, is what they're saying. This is your waterfall. And this is where you want to go again. But you need to know that you can go there. You can draw on the times when you're not feeling so good and you're feeling unhappy and you're feeling depleted and you're feeling sad. You can go to that inner child and we can heal that inner child. Okay, and you need to know that because you'll have a lot of inner child energy in you that makes you feel happy, but you also have a lot of inner child energy within you that has been sad at times, has been wronged at times, and you need to get past it because it's these rainbows. I've lost the card now. It's these rainbows of color that you need to reach in to take you to that place of wellness and happiness, joyfulness, and above all, playfulness. And I'm also hearing that you need to play music. You need to get more music in your life, but that music may not necessarily be musical music. The music they're talking about is life in general, more music. So create your happiness. So if you're someone who likes to get to the beach, get there. If you're someone who likes to walk, get out and walk. If you're someone who wants to read more, get the reading done, get the learning done. This is the music that they're talking to because you've been cutting yourself off because you're too much involved in what you're holding inside, and we need to bring all that up. You need to do some inner child work. And I can actually do that with you if you want to do that. If you are open to it, send me a private message go over and follow my page, like it, and send me a private message and we can set that up. But apart from that, this is what's happening from you. You need to know you can go to that peace and happiness, but you also need to know that rainbow of color that you're reaching for, we can help you to heal what has gone into the past, but you also need to create your music is the big message there. Okay, you need to create your music. And the next lady I'm going to go to, I think, was Kylie. Now, Kylie did say she was still here somewhere, but now I've lost her. Here she is. Here's Kylie. Thanks for being so patient, Kylie. Okay, so you're going to come from these beautiful oracle cards. Okay. All righty. Now, if you notice, I pull the cards out, but I don't really stick to them a lot because it's all mind-to-mind connection that I do when I'm doing my readings, connections, and my healings. The cards are just a tool, and people, you know, in the community on here, they enjoy seeing the cards, and it helps you to connect. And that's why I use them in this space, is to connect. Okay, so Vicky, it makes so much sense. Fantastic, fantastic. So Kylie, your card is, my love. Your card is, oh, fairies, environment, playtime, enchantment. Look at this, beautiful garden, but you're hiding. You need to stop hiding. Why do you need to stop hiding? Because you're a little bit frightened of the playfulness. Playfulness is coming in again. You want to feel the enchantment. You want to be with all this beauty, with the flowers, with the green. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it there, but just here, hopefully you can. It looks like leaves, but I actually see a dragon. So here, this is the dragon's head, body, and then it comes down to the little legs and tail. It's a green dragon. Now, green is healing, as you know. Green associates with the heart chakra. It's the color that we use to infuse your heart chakra with, and quite often pink as well, but green as well. When we're putting healing energy into the heart, when we're unblocking it and filling it up with love and nurturing and peace and joy. And this dragon, as you can see, the head here, connected here with your forehead. This is your third eye. So third eye here, where we see all our visions, our life go past us, everything that has been and everything that we're creating. And this dragon is facing that third eye because it's nurturing that as well to bring you in what this picture shows you. All this beautiful color, joy, openness, strength, and also the playtime. You see, it's a young dragon. The more I look at the card, the more I can see the dragon. And I so hope that you're seeing that. I really, really do. Thank you, Cassidy. So, Kylie, this dragon, Kylie, he's a playful dragon. He's only a young'un. He's a young dragon. So he's come to play. This is your playtime. And he wants you to play with him. Ask him, be with him, connect with him. I feel that he is actually like your spirit animal, spirit guide. If you haven't already met him, here he is. Connect. He'll have a name, and he says that he's only going to give you the name. Okay, so Kylie, he's only going to give you his name, Kylie. So this dragon has come for you here tonight. Don't let him go. Take a look. Take a look. All right. Kylie, if you go over and you have liked and followed my page, let me know, and I will look for you, and I'll take a picture of this card. I'll put it aside. I'll take a picture of it and I'll send it to you so you can see that dragon, because I believe it's so important. Down here we have other animals as well. This is somewhere along the lines of, I thought it was a pig at first, but it's another animal. It's hard to tell, but there are a lot of animals in there for you. So if you go over, like and follow my page, please do, and I'll take a picture of that card and I'll message it to you. I'll put that card aside just for the moment. All righty, and who did we have that we needed to have next? That was Kylie. Okay, Cassidy, are you there? Is there anyone else there whose names I called out? I don't think so. All righty, so what we're going to do now, because don't have a lot of time yet. Gail Jardine has liked my page. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, let me go down the bottom here. Cassidy. Okay, Cassidy's here. Cassidy is here. Cassidy's all the way from Tennessee. Fantastic. Hop on over and like and follow my page, Cassidy. Love to have you in there. Angela Neal, I thought I read for you, my love. I did a reading before because I ticked you and I crossed you off as I read. Rose, we need to read for you. Okay, so Rose, thank you for letting me know that you're there. Cassidy, you're going to get a soul card as well. Cassidy, here is your card. Faith, my life is divinely guided. You need to connect. Okay, so have a look at that card. You're doing the what do you call it? Trapeze act. Sorry, my mind's going blank with the words. Trapeze act, and you're trying to grab on. You know how they jump and they hang on to that thing and they swing through the air? Okay, this is the indication that you need to have faith in yourself that you can achieve what you want to achieve, whatever that achievement is. Personal life, work life, fun life, playfulness life, passion life. But boy, do you stop yourself. See the shadow under you? Okay. It's like it's like you fall into that water and you jump up out of the water and you go to thank you, Sharon. You go to do what you want to do, but you don't have enough faith, so therefore you don't get there. So you're continually doing this trapeze act, trying to hang on, okay? And in your dreams, I actually feel you and see you flying a lot, but not flying as, because I fly in my dreams too, and it's amazing. But when you're flying in your dream, it's because you're trying to catch on. It's the same as when people find themselves in water. They're floundering in water in their dreams because they can't make a decision. I know I went through a few years ago, for a long time, I was always swimming in great big ocean and great big waves, and there'd be surfboards, and I'd be with people, and I'd be trying to get through the waves and get to the other side or whatever, and I could never get there, and it was frustrating. It was because I wasn't making certain decisions. Once I stood my ground and I went forward and I made the decisions, those dreams stopped. So this will stop too. You'll grab onto that trapeze rope if you allow yourself. So have faith, make the decisions in every aspect of your life, okay? If you want to be accountable, if you want to get there like I talked about earlier on, this is what we have to do, okay? And who did I say I was going to read for? Sorry, I get so excited with the readings. Rose. Okay, Rose, there you go. And then Rose will be the last reading for the evening because we're just about out of time. So as I said to you earlier on, tonight is my last night here in Spiritual Events Directory as Pathway to Peace. This is why I'm encouraging everybody to get over, like and follow my page. I'm hoping to come back in at some stage and do my shows. But as I said, I need to concentrate on Pathway to Peace. Pathway to Peace is my passion. It's my beauty. It's within me. It's who I am. It's what I'm about. And I need to be in there with my community. But I will come back in here doing these shows at some stage. Hopefully, probably would have to be a different night and a different time. Obviously, it's a very busy runway in here. Fantastic people in here. So, stay tuned to everybody that's in here. But I will be here as of Thursday, the 7th of January, 7:15 p.m. And I'll be in here with two other beautiful ladies. We'll be doing a show together. So tune in next Thursday night, 7:15 p.m. and you'll see me in here with two lovely ladies, Kay and Angela. And we'll be talking a lot about young living oils, how you can use them, incorporating crystals and things. But I will be concentrating a lot more in depth on those in Pathway to Peace, and also there is a workshop that you'll be able to do that. Thank you, Cassidy. Thank you very much. So get over in there. And as I say, also send me a private message, say hello, and send me your email addresses and say, please subscribe me to your mail list for my newsletter. You can also go in and sign up for my newsletter through my website, pathwaytopeace.com.au. Okay. So I just want to draw Rose. Rose has gardening, manifesting, planting and reaping. Get digging, get those flowers growing. Okay, you want to reap the rewards, but they can't happen until you give universe what your manifestation list is, what it is that you're working towards, but you've actually got to do the work. And that's what this digging and reaping in that garden bed is about. You've got to do the work. You keep talking about it, but you're not taking enough action. You can have the beautiful flowers in the background, the beautiful hydrangeas and so on, but you can't have them unless you nurture them, make them grow. And you've got to start nurturing yourself. Can't do it on its own. Can't, the saying, Rome wasn't built in a day, but it would never have been built at all if they hadn't started on it initially, if people hadn't got in there and done the work and continued to get the work. It's like anything, okay? All right, it's like anything. Sorry, Heather, I'm about to sign off, but if you'd like to have a reading with me, you can book through my website, www.pathwaytopeace.com.au. Sorry, Alyssa, readings are finished now, my love. So before I sign off, I hope everyone has enjoyed their readings tonight. and it does help them along their journey. I would like to say a really huge thank you, a really huge thank you to each and every one of you who has been watching me and joining me here for the last 6 months that I've been in here in Spiritual Events Directory. I do feel a little sad, to be quite honest, because I'm so used to coming in here at 6 p.m. on Tuesday evenings. It's become part of me, part of my soul. But as I've already explained a few times now, I need to be where I need to be. So please get over there, like my page, follow my page, and you can still be with me and I can still be with you, because that's where I'm going to be. It's going to be huge. It's going to be big. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be strong. So that's why I'm following the knowing. And that's what I'm always encourage each week that I come in here to each and every one to do. Follow your knowing and do what is best for you. So in closing, again, thank you so much. I'm so blessed to have had this opportunity. And I know the opportunity will come again where I'll do my one-on-one in here when the right space, the right time is there. Thank you. I wish you greatness in your lives. I wish you souls that come alive with joy, peace, and happiness, and you work towards everything that is beautiful for you. Look after yourselves. Be well, be safe, be happy, and I'll see you all in Pathway to Peace. Thank you so, so much. Thank you. Be happy, everyone. Thank you.